welcome back to another episode of the Fair Shake Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Fats, aka the Beast, and we got a doozy for you on this one. I'm just gonna skip it on to the next host. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys enjoy this episode. It's me, Killer Ghost, and on to the next host.
Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Whatever time you guys are listening to this today. Finna get mango no huevos. So, this week we're gonna talk about E3, and we also have a special guest, a returning special guest, Chris's brother, Steven.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
And as always, now on to the show. Gentlemen, take it away.
So I don't know if, well, obviously you guys saw E3. We're gonna start with Xbox. The first game was Starfield. I want to know what you guys think, what you guys are hoping for, all that stuff.
You mind?
Go ahead.
Okay, so in the last cast, that was a game I was looking forward to possibly the most. I'm excited that we finally got something. Again, we didn't get much. We have I'm gonna start calling these placeholder release dates because it always seems like they're gonna come out at a certain time frame and they get pushed back for whatever reason. With the acquisition from Bethesda by Microsoft, I know a lot of Sony heads are disgruntled because they don't quote unquote have that opportunity to play Starfield on their console of choice. Granted, if the seats were reversed, I'm sure Xbox be the same way. But I think it's time that Xbox starts doubling down on their IPs and showing gamers, hey, come here to play the games. You understand? On a business standpoint. But for me, probably the most excited about it, but I still feel like it wasn't enough. Um, I don't think it was enough information that was given. Um, and I would hope that as the years come, well, the months come, we get more information. Most notably during the Game Awards, because Jeff Keighley always gets
Yeah.
um uh he gets people to show more stuff then. You understand? And,
hmm
then, and I'm of the mindset that I feel like um the Game Awards is kind of better than E3 personally when it comes to showing out information. So that's where I stand on that.
Yeah. I like the 11/11 going back to how
22.
Skyrim came out. Yeah, Skyrim
Mhm.
Yeah.
came out what 11/11.
11. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
No,
So they
10
they
years
went
ago.
back to that shit.
Almost. Yeah.
Um, Steven, you got any thoughts?
On
Starfield?
Starfield. So I was the first thing we saw. And I mean, don't get me wrong, to me, it was just, oh, it's a space game. It's gonna be a space game. It's just gonna probably play similarly to Fallout and Elder Scrolls. There's probably gonna be some new things here and there. But at the end of the day, they didn't really show us enough. And I get it, it's a teaser. And from articles that I read, it was like it's a while away. And to me, I think 11/11/22 is still pretty soon for that game. Like they were talking about this game, they were crazy ambitious about it. And I think that, wow, it's actually coming out sooner than I thought. I thought it was going to be 2023 and beyond. But I
Yeah.
mean, let's see where it goes. They have, Bethesda has a good pedigree, of Elder Scrolls and Fallout. So if they're going to throw another game into the mix, it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes from there. So
The only thing before I go to Fat, the only thing wrong is I feel like Outer Worlds already did a space Fallout. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
they're gonna.
So I'm gonna be honest. I just finished. I'm getting goosebumps. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I just finished Outer Worlds, and to be honest, that game I was not too excited about. It felt it felt exactly like you said. It was Fallout in outer space, but there was something missing. It was a certain charm that I guess the other games had that this one didn't have. This felt like to me more like a Borderland-esque kind of game. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really
Okay.
wasn't behind it. I
I can see
did
why you think
read
that.
I did read on Reddit actually that is a merge between like a Han Solo experience simulator with, like Steven said, Skyrim and Fallout. So
Fat, I know this isn't your type of game, but you see anything about Starfield you like?
First off, I just want to let y'all know that I don't have an Xbox, and for now I don't plan on getting one.
But you have a
Um,
PC though, and it will be
but
available there.
my PC is kind of out of date, so let's see. I don't think they showed enough for the game, so it's not like I
Bring the
can.
mic a little bit closer. You sound just a tad bit low.
Do I sound better now?
Perfect.
All right, so I
You
don't
got good
think they
sing.
showed. They didn't show enough for me. They showed a little, like Chris says, a little teaser. Um, I mean, another space first person shooter. Don't think we need one, but it's whatevs at this point. Just they're trying to just put more games out there, trying to get money in. And is it going straight to Game Pass?
I don't know. It's Bethesda, so
I
Yeah,
it's
wouldn't see why
possible.
not.
90%.
I wouldn't see why not.
I mean, I saw when I was watching it, I saw a lot of these games going straight to Game Pass. How the fuck
Yeah,
you supposed to make money like that?
we're gonna talk about that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's actually really interesting.
So yeah, that's my
but
thought on
maybe
it.
it might because it's Bethesda.
Yeah.
So the next game was Stalker 2. I don't know if any of you guys are interested in that. It looks cool.
Completely
Yeah, it
Like the
looked cool.
honest.
graphics,
I didn't
graphics
know
wise.
Stalker 1 existed, like I
Me
said.
neither.
Exactly. Same.
Neither
And
did I.
then when I seen
looked
it,
cool.
I thought it was that game. I mentioned it before. Metro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's what
thought
it
it
looked like.
was. So
That's what it looked like.
Nothing giving me Metro vibes.
I mean, it looked cool, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I think the third game we're all more interested in. Back for Blood.
Yo,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Fat. You can
Heavy
start.
Left 4 Dead
bro,
vibes.
you know I'm a diehard fan for Left 4 Dead.
Hmm
And when they announced the creators announced another game, bro, I've been watching and I watched the teasers, the trailers, the PvP joint that just came out.
hmm
They just showed, bro. I'm amazed at it, even though it like they still haven't given us enough, and they pushed it back already once. But I'm dying for it to come out. Like I'm ready to go. Like I'm at that point where like I'm gonna purchase the $100 bundle. So I'm ready for it.
Pro.
gentlemen, I'm right there with you guys. Fats, word to the wise. Trust me on this. Don't get anything digital if you can. If they have a bundle, get a physical. And I'm gonna tell you why. You get your actual value worth because you're holding something and it's not up in the cloud. You understand? If they come out with like some sort of statue or something, go for it. But don't get it digital.
But my PlayStation's digital.
God
Ooh.
damn.
There you go.
So
It's always PC. Oh wait, PC's digital too.
yeah. So anyways, I'm right there with you. Left 4 Dead, one of the best games I've ever played, especially on the multiplayer front. Like I really think if you play with a bunch of friends that you guys could, play off each other and really like in the first game we had the smokers and the hunters. You would do like the smoker would come blow up and do the tongue thing, and then the hunter would come pounce and then the block. Like I love that stuff, you know. But Back for Blood, I don't think there's anything that I have to say about it that you guys are not gonna say, because I honestly believe this game is gonna come out swinging and from beginning to end, probably one of the most excited games I was for, and that's where I'm gonna leave it at.
Steven.
So the really cool thing about Back for Blood for me personally is the art style they chose. I mean, it's just kind of gritty, a lot more realistic than Left 4 Dead. Chris remembers, but back then when Left 4 Dead first came out, I wasn't very keen on the art style, the graphics. It looked really cheap, but I understand like that's kind of like Valve's look, and that's kind of what they were going for. But I personally didn't really vibe with me. So now that Back for Blood is a thing, it's basically like a super high res Left 4 Dead, and they're doing things with it that don't seem too different from Left 4 Dead, from the original 1 and 2, but I don't think they need to. I mean, there's been such a long hiatus between Left 4 Dead 2 versus Back for Blood, so I feel like this is kind of almost a revival of that kind of gameplay. I think they attempted that with Evolve, but that didn't really go very well. Not those same developers, but
Which I wish Evolve
yeah,
had a bigger community. It's
yeah. I
just
heard it
where
was
it landed, man. is it again? It comes down to where your game releases and when. You understand?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if you got two big blockbusters and you're trying to, shoehorn your way in, sometimes it's really hard to compete. So I'm right there with you.
Absolutely. It's got an October release date. I don't think there's a whole
October
lot coming out in
12th. I'm looking
October.
right at it.
Yeah.
And it's on Game Pass. So that's big.
Woo!
That's big
Now
That's-
right there.
the bigger
Yeah.
question is it crossplay?
I think so. Let me check.
Mm,
I would think so.
don't quote him on it.
Don't quote me on it. I'm checking right now. Back for Blood crossplay. What is that?
If it is crossplay, that would be absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts.
I would think so. Everything's crossplay now. I don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
They probably won't say it until the shit come out.
But if it does,
It says
people
Turtle
would
Rock.
fucking
Turtle Rock has
go
now
crazy over
confirmed
it.
that crossplay will be included.
All right. I guess
So
we'll
that's what
see
they're
once we
saying.
get closer to launch, right?
They're saying that it's gonna be included, so
Okay.
I will hope
That'd
so.
be-
I'm trying to play with everybody,
Yeah.
you know.
That'd be really
Alright.
cool, actually.
Next game is Sea of Thieves, I think. The Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, the expansion.
No. That contraband thing, but that was not even a teaser. That little
Oh, yeah, I
contraband
didn't-
thing
I
in
didn't
the
know what it
in the
was.
chest. Yeah, I don't think there's
I really don't
So-
like
a
trailers
talking
like that.
point for
I just
that.
kind of like just shrugged my shoulders and was like, what the hell is
But
this?
yeah, the Sea of Thieves Pirates of the Caribbean DLC or whatever that is update.
I have nothing nice to say. So
I mean, wasn't me, you, and Fat Steven that played Pirates of the Caribbean? I mean,
No,
Sea of Thieves for a little bit.
We played it for a
Yeah.
little bit, and don't get me wrong, it was fun, but at the same time, like everything was manual. You had to look at your map and stuff like that. You had to look at your map,
Yeah.
find out where you're going. There was no fast travel, but that was part of the charm of it. It's something for a certain crowd of people, and I'm not quite sure if I enjoy it, but I do want to give it another shot. It's come a long way since 2018. There's been a lot of free updates, and that's probably one of the big reasons why I wouldn't mind going back to it, because all these updates are free, so I don't have to buy in to like actual like expansions or stuff like that. How do I feel about this specifically? I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, nothing crazy. I'm not a huge Pirates of the Caribbean guy. Oh my god, Jack Sparrow, but that's pretty neat, I guess.
Be
I
right.
think it's big that they got a Disney
Collab.
collab. I think that's pretty
Yeah.
big to me.
It definitely
Once I heard
is.
his voice and stuff, I'm like, oh, and they got
Yeah.
his voice. Like, it's not some other voice actor just doing his voice. Well, it might
could
be
Yeah,
doing a real good job. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
because I
it's
think they
his
did that
voice.
for they did it for Kingdom Hearts as well. Jack Sparrow. I don't believe it was
I doubt it. That's
Johnny
a lot
Depp.
of money to
that
pay.
yeah, that's a high profile actor. Not everyone has money to throw around like CD Project Red with
Well,
Keanu Reeves.
Fat, you don't got an Xbox, but if you did, would you be interested going back
play
to
it
this?
again. The game was a good concept and shit. I remember playing. The last time we played, like we got fucked up by the Kraken twice. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why we stopped playing. Maybe
Do you remember that?
maybe I'll give it another shot. Maybe,
Okay.
just maybe.
Yeah, just maybe.
After that, they show Game Pass
Testing,
game.
testing.
They show Yakuza 6 on Game Pass.
The whole line on Game
It was,
Pass.
Well,
they just
they all
added,
on Game
like, a
Pass,
dragon.
yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
A little too late for me because I already bought all of them like a dummy. But
Yeah.
But you
I've been
wouldn't
playing
have
on
known,
PlayStation.
like
Yeah, I wouldn't have known.
a lot of other
Yeah.
people.
But side note, that series is very worth getting into. The story is phenomenal.
Yeah,
And the fighting is
agree.
mad fun.
Yeah, it's actually, they have some really funny side quests here and there too. It's not
Yeah.
a super serious thing. Like the story is really serious, don't get me wrong, but you have some side stuff that's just makes you second guess everything going on around you. It's a lot of fun.
So after that is another big one, Battlefield. I guess 6, that's what it would be called. Oh no, 2042, right? That's what
Yeah.
it's called. Anybody want to start?
Anything that was said that I already said during the review trailer, it was spot on. I do believe this game is gonna give the next COD a run for its money. Obviously, there's gonna be a diehard crowd that will never leave COD, but I think Battlefield has solidified its place in the first-person shooters, and I personally can't wait for it. So that's about it.
Fat, you got anything to say? Battlefield.
You know how I feel about first person shooters. It look good, but that's about it. You won't see me playing it.
Steven?
It looks like Battlefield, large scale combat. It I was never a big Battlefield person, but I mean, they look like a lot of fun. It's something that I'll probably just check out from the sidelines, but I'll probably never dip into myself. But it does look pretty neat. Nothing.
So
Yeah,
I have another
nah.
thought too, because if you look at the Game Pass, we have the stuff that was added on by Bethesda, but then we also have the EA Play. So will that game you think has a possibility of coming onto the pass itself?
maybe. They ain't
Yeah.
say it here, but I think
That
so.
that would actually be a very big deal if it was like a day one like EA Play / like
Yeah,
Game
'cause
Pass thing.
Without a doubt, that would push it further.
I really
100%.
like the graph. I'm looking at the video, like just skipping through. The graphics are really good. The explosions, the switching attachments on the fly is
Yeah.
OD cool.
One of
The
my favorite
UI is
parts.
really good.
I was gonna say one of my
Um,
favorite parts about that trailer was when they had that little like mongoose like vehicle like drive off
Yeah.
the roof, and they had like a
Crashes the
C4 attached to it, crashed into a
Mhm.
helicopter, detonated it. That looked like a lot of
That's what
fun.
me and
Actually,
Pro.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, me and Pro were saying like everything they show in the they showed in the reveal trailer and everything they show here is everything's possible. Like that little jet thing that they did for that guy who did it once, that he jumped out the jet, blew up the other jet, and jumped back in. That's all possible. Like you've
Oh
seen people
yeah.
do that stuff. So that's what I like about Battlefield.
Mhm.
And all the weather stuff is looking cool too, like those tornadoes and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that was this 12 minutes thing. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. That overhead little
Oh, we had
that
got
it has
word of
mad
that.
different
Mhm.
choices and stuff.
If I'm not mistaken, we had got word of that in last year's
Hmm.
games award. And again, is one of those games where I feel that it fits a niche crowd. You understand? It's very indie. I'm pretty sure it's heavily on storytelling. And to be honest, it piqued my interest this much. So I would say I'm okay with that.
Fat.
Nope.
Steven, anything?
It looks like an artsy game. I think they had Willem Dafoe in it.
Yeah.
They had some pretty high profile actors, so the story and the acting should be pretty good. But it's probably not for me. So I'll probably pass.
If it's like $4.99 or something, like something cheap, I might get it. Or if it's on Game Pass, I might try it.
Yeah,
Cause
I
I
hear
like
good
the
things about it.
different I like the
I think
different choices and stuff, and like how does that
But
like
it
the
seems
different
like that's the
endings?
general consensus when it comes to these games and the Microsoft, E3 overall. Is a lot of these games have the potential to be on the Game Pass. So I would not, even if it was $4.99, I would just hold
Oh,
off
it
on
is on
that.
Game Pass. It says it play day one with Game
So then you
Pass.
Mhm.
Gucci.
There you go.
Psychonauts. I'm not a fan, but I don't know if any
I
of you guys
absolutely
are.
love the first one. It's a game I hold near and dear to my heart. I can't wait for the next one, and that's all I have to say because it's more of what I like. You understand? So
Mhm.
August 25th on Game Pass too.
can't
Steven?
wait.
Honestly, I've never played the first one. It looks like it's up my alley, and I think I could. Well, the Xbox is backwards compatible, so I'll check it out sometime.
It has it
I'm
on.
not
It's
gonna
on Game Pass.
on Game Pass. Yeah, I'll probably check it out, but I'm not like those kinds of like cartoony like adventure like games. I like those things, right? Like Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that. But something that I was happy to see it at E3, and I was happy to see a release date finally because I've seen it in these like past 3 or 4 E3s, and I was kind of tired of seeing it. Honestly, like,
That's
all right,
true.
just release it
Mhm.
already. Like, do us all the favor. Like, where's the Psychonauts 2? Where's the Halo Infinite? Halo's guilty of that too, but Psychonauts, oh my god. So, it's coming out in August. So that's actually really cool. So But
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the 10-minute mark. Stay tuned because we still have more episodes on release after this. So don't worry, we'll still be here.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip to the next. I'm pretty sure Fat has nothing to say about this one. Um, what's next? The more Bethesda games going to Game Pass, like I think it was Doom Eternal and stuff.
Mhm.
Fallout 76 DLC. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody's interested in that.
That game never set sail for me.
They trying to
I-
fix it. I give it to them. They trying to
Yeah.
fix it.
they're trying to fix it.
I
but
love 3. I'm okay with 4, but 76. It was
Elder
supposed to
Scrolls
be
Online.
the multiplayer of it with your friends, and it just never set sail for me.
I thought at the end of that Fallout 76 trailer, when they were showing off like something for Pittsburgh, I thought they were teasing like Fallout 5 for whatever reason. But
Okay.
and I'm like, oh, it's just another expansion. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
What's
I'm with
this?
you on that.
This animals thing that looks party animals. It looks like
Looks like Fall Guys. Not Fall Guys,
Yeah.
Human Fall Flat. That's a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
thing. Like where the physics are like super exaggerated. Not exaggerated, but like
Mhm.
It looks like
it's
fun.
physics based. Like
There's another game
platformer.
like that. There's a fighter. I forgot what it's called, but it kind of looks like that with the how do you say, not broken limbs, but like their limbs are all like
dragging
wobbly
around
and
and stuff,
stuff.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to
yeah,
like
yeah.
move them. Like each button like controls a limb like independently and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, Human Fall Flat is very much like that, and it can be kind of frustrating to control, but it can be fun too.
This is another one. I know you played this, Steven. Hades is gonna be on Xbox
That is, yeah,
Game
that is a
Pass.
really, really, really good one, and the internet's probably heard it many times by now. But it's an action roguelike, and it's a ton of fun. Obviously, it was a Game of the Year nominee. It got
Mhm.
GOTY in a few websites, and it's spectacular, honestly. And now it's going to be on all platforms. They also announced it for PlayStation shortly after, but it's going to be on Game Pass, which
Yeah,
is Game Pass is always a big deal. So, yeah,
Bro.
that's a good one.
You know, try it out.
So, those kind of games I typically save for my Switch. But since my library on the Switch is backed up on me, I think this is a great place for me to play it on, and I can't wait.
Fat. You gonna
I
play
don't
it?
remember that one.
That's it looks like cell shaded. It's like over the top.
Top down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
top down.
nah, absolutely not. Not wasting my
This
time.
one, what's this one? Oh, with the little family, Somerville.
That was
I don't know
made
if you
by
guys
the
remember
people who
that.
made Inside. I've never played those games, but I heard
Yeah,
they're all like
it looked
really
like
good.
that. That's why I was wondering
Yeah,
why it looked like
and
that. Another
yeah,
Game Pass game.
honestly, I might check it out. It looks pretty interesting. Looks kind of freaky too.
You remember that one, Pro? It
What's
looked
the
like
name of the game?
inside Somerville, Somerville.
So I love Inside. I love Limbo. I love those type of games. So I definitely give this a try. Yep, it jogged my memory. I remember now.
Yeah.
Another one on Game Pass. And then I don't know if you guys want to end with this one because we only got a couple minutes. Yeah, we can end with this one. Halo Infinite. That's the middle of the conference.
Real quick, Fast, do you have anything to say about this game?
I always love Halo.
All right.
And
And Steven, I know you have plenty to say
Oh
about
yeah,
this
yeah.
game. So this is what I want to do. I want to end it here. We're gonna start with part 2 of the E3 cast. Follow up right
Okay.
now, only because everybody has plenty to say. I know that for a fact.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, Fats, take it away.
thank you again for tuning in to the Face Shake podcast. Again, follow us on all social media platforms, along with all podcast platforms. And just say thank you to Steven for joining us for this first episode. And this is the Fair Shake podcast signing off.
Thanks for having me.
Fair Shake Podcast, sucker.